tape.
Hi guys, welcome to an episode of this podcast, Wait, Rewind the Tape, with me, Natalie.
And me, Rue.
And this week, we have the pleasure of talking to you about The Office, but specifically The Dinner Party, which is season 4, episode 9. Do yourselves a favour, watch it, rewatch it. We are going to be those people that just, you can't knock the show. You know, like we all like to hate on people who like to say that, you know, their whole personality is The Office. But do you know what? It's just
No, you can. I disagree. You can definitely knock the show, but you cannot knock that episode. That episode is perfection.
it really,
that is one of
perfection.
The best episodes of any show. It's just, even if you've never watched the show and you just watched the episode, it's just funny.
It gives you, a real peppering of an insight into each of the characters. It's really sums each of them up perfectly.
And the song is so good. Oh my god!
Amazing.
The lyrics are a mess.
So how should we do this?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Ruth and I have both only just watched it, so we are fresh off it. And let me tell you, it's been a while since I did a whole run through of The Office. Okay. Maybe like. I think it's got to be more than 2 years, or maybe it was, but basically it's not within the past 6 months. So I haven't watched an episode in the past maybe 6 to 12 months, maybe more. I don't know. I watch a lot of TV. But I feel like it's probably been recent enough that I've done a whole way through that I feel like I just can't. It's too soon, whenever it was. But watching that episode did make me think, do you know what? I could probably step in to some more of this.
It didn't make me want to watch everything. It just made me want to watch my favourite episodes because some of them just standalone are just so funny. But this, I think, is my favourite episode. Just because... I mean,
just starting out with, oh my God, why can't I remember
Michael
names?
Tricking them to come into the Cinephi.
Working for somebody who fakes a work assignment on a Friday night, makes everybody stay late, and then fakes an angry phone call to corporate to tell corporate to fuck off. I am a good boss and my employees deserve their Friday night, only so that you could then say to your favorite work friend, quote unquote friend, I know you don't have plans tonight. I know you don't.
I like Michael in a way because obviously I'm always the person who never wants to go to the work thing. Always, I'm not going. but at the same time, I can't like that side of him, like wanting to hang out with everyone. And everyone being like, "Don't you have any friends?" I can definitely identify with that.
Totally. Would I go to those extreme lengths to hang out with people? No, but then that's why I appreciate it more that he has the balls to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's sick of going home alone, crying. He's going to take some action and he's going to manifest the life that he wants.
Yeah, but why would you invite anybody into that?
But also at the time, he's living with Jan, who is also a menace to society, to herself, to him.
You know what I realised? Jan is the Cersei Lannister of this show.
Do you think?
Absolutely. She even reminds me of her mannerisms.
She's a bit more unhinged. Like I just don't think she has it together. And like, I'm sorry to say, Jan, but you know, like Cersei's at least. Cersei's got like she's 2 steps ahead of you. She's playing the chess games. Jan is just like a woman just possessed.
But she isn't always. She just becomes.
True.
Yeah. When you first introduce Jan, she's nothing. She's exactly. The thing is, she's exactly the same, but she's not. Yeah, she's not.
Which is why the acting is brilliant, because that just shows you the actual progression of what happens when you are going through it.
Also, imagine that, a character that makes sense. Game of Thrones. Imagine that.
Bruce also continued to watch Game of Thrones. So if you're wondering why if you're wondering why Ruth keeps making parallels between all the characters in Game of Thrones characters.
But I'm on season 6, which I personally identify as the final season.
Already?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, sure. That's fine.
That one night.
Okay, so Michael's tricked Pam and Jim into going over for fucking ossobuco.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's a slow cooked oxtail dish, Italian kind of stew.
The
it
only
needs to be
stew I eat is Jamaican.
Well, this
let me tell you, it's delicious.
I don't believe I've ever had an ossobuco. Obviously, I never will.
Why? Because you'll never go to Italy.
Because I don't eat meat. I love that you thought that the reason I wouldn't have that dish is because I'm renouncing I'm going to Italy.
I know. I was like, this feels dramatic. Why aren't you going to go?
Oh, God. No.
I genuinely forgot you were vegan. Which just goes to show that thing that people are like, when people are vegan, they make it their whole personality. That just goes to show it's myth because, hello, every time we eat, I haven't seen you eat meat in years. I forgot.
You're like, she's just choosing the healthy option today. Quote unquote healthy. What
you only eat chips.
What's his name? Michael and Jack, they knew that they were inviting people around. So Jack, why has somebody not put the fucking ossobuco in the oven at 4 p.m. when
I feel like I've done that before when the food should have been ready. It had another hour to go. And I was just like,
always, yeah.
At the time, I feel like I was 21. Which I use as an excuse for everything, my age.
Yeah. And I also forgot that Andy was also
and Angela were dating.
Firstly, that they were dating, and secondly, that he's even in the show from season 4.
Yeah.
Angela, that woman is a legend. An icon.
She's the worst. She's the worst. But this episode, when she smashed the ice cream into the cup.
And he's trying to have a cute moment. Let me lick your ice cream.
No. I can't lie. When she rolled the window down, I thought she was going to throw it out. I forgot she actually
smushes it in. Yeah.
But when she did that, when he licked her ice cream, it immediately made me think of my sister. I feel like if somebody licked her ice cream, she would just throw it out the window.
I would too.
I'm not eating that. Thanks for
in that situation. Well, it depends who it was, but with a lot of people in the situation of how Angela felt about Andy, then yeah, I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie.
He hated him.
I don't know if this is bad. I've had I don't think I've ever had anyone I've been intimate with that I would want to lick my ice cream. It would irritate me. Stuff like that annoys me. That's not how
you've got your own. These ice creams are massive.
Why would you put yours anyway? Take that for the bedroom. What are we going to... okay, one thing I loved about this episode is the characters staying so true to form that when they don't need to, they add on that extra line that their character really would say. That it's just what is wrong with you? When they're talking about when Michael's like, I'm in hell, and everyone's uncomfortable, and Angela's like, you really shouldn't joke about that. That was perfection. Oh my god.
There were some fantastic one-liners.
Yeah.
Another one of my favorites, Michael saying, I have soft teeth. Why would you say that?
Oops. Oh my god, Janet is actually the funniest in this episode.
She steals the show. The candles.
When she made Jim smell the candle. And then she was like, men love that. like, why do men love that candle? I don't know why I found that so funny. Unhinged. And she really is like me, like whenever I'm like, I'm starting a business, that is me. In a room full of candles nobody wants.
Just even like doing a tour of the house in general, that feels so
come dine with me.
Like, yeah, like it's almost like it's just feels like quite a dated thing now. Just don't think you would have that now.
No,
like,
people love giving
come and
tours
do the
of
tour.
the house. Wait, no, people do love that.
Here is room 1, here is room 2, and here is room 3.
But
that would be my...
I've even been at someone's house where it's like there's not much to see, and then we'll all be talking, and then someone will be like, aren't you going to give us the tour? And then I'll be like, at this point, you know me, I'm arriving drunk and leaving hammered. I'm like, yeah, give us the tour.
It just feels, it's just a funny thing to do.
Yeah, I know
like something
you mean. It's
that
not
I've
like we live in mansions.
Yeah, when we were, or I would have. It's the kind of thing that happened to me when I was younger, going to like my parents' friends' houses. It's not something that I can imagine happening in like my life now.
Yeah, because no shade to anybody I know, and it's not your fault, but nobody has houses that size anymore. Let me tell you, it used to be worth it. You'd be like, oh my God, you have a hot tub. Your garden is so big. Oh my God, a games room. Oh my gosh. And then you go home thinking, wow.
Even if people are doing like renovations, it's still like, and here is the room.
Oh, but I can't lie. I love a good conversion after. I love it. I love seeing what people have done, even if it's a small room. I went to someone's house once and they'd put this thing in the garden, which was like kind of like a conservatory, but way more modern. So it was made of glass. Let me tell you, I couldn't wait to see it. I was like, oh, go on then. And I think they even pulled up pictures of, this, when they show you what it was like before. I don't mind. Change your mind.
I definitely don't mind. And I think it was that particular situation of being at a dinner party, that awkwardness, like, let's go and do the tour. You just got a group of people walking around, like, no one's drunk yet. No one apart from Jack.
Here's my office.
And no one wants to be on this tour either. It's so cringy.
Yeah. It's
the bedroom. When the ottoman, when I was like, that's my bed. And do you know what though? Right. So guys, if you've not seen the episode or you can't remember it, Jan and Michael are giving the guests the tour of the house. They go into the bedroom and thousands of cushions, by the way, thousands of cushions on the bed, obviously. And then there's a little like ottoman, like a footstool, at the end of the bed to tie everything together. Jim or somebody comments on it. Michael's like, that's my bed. And then he gets on it. Well, actually, he's like, you know what? It's a lot. It's actually bigger than you thought. And when he got on it, I did think, I actually wouldn't have thought that you would fit on it, but
you do.
Kudos to you. You do. I'd
rather sleep on the floor.
Yeah, because then you don't have I don't want to be scrunched up on something. No fucking way.
But I get that wouldn't be the joke. So yeah, I get it. But it's also like sleep on the
floor. The writers knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Michael didn't. Idiot.
Is that after the tour? Is that where? Oh no, they sit down and realise that did they realise then that the dinner is nowhere near ready and they've got to wait 3 hours?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I'd be you already don't want to go there. It's a weeknight. It's Friday. It's a Friday. Night.
Well, I guess whatever.
Yeah, but you can be really tired on a Friday because you've been working all week.
Exhausted. It must be about like 6 by the time they get there. You're going to end up eating at 9. If that, you already know that there's no chance it's going to be 3 hours.
And it's also like, what are we going to do for 3 hours?
Yeah, you're not friends with these people. The tour's barely going to take 10 minutes.
And it's awkward and everyone's insane. Oh my gosh. What a room full of unhinged people. And then is that when Dwight shows up? Or is that later?
Dwight, they show up a bit later, actually. So first we've got to have like Jan putting the music on. What are we going to do? I know. Why don't we have some music and some dancing?
But why would she say, oh, she's like, remember Hunter, my old assistant? And then the song lyrics are clearly about her. It sounds like she's like his first time having sex was with Jan.
100%. She made him a man. Took him by the hand.
Which, as a phrase, you made me a man, makes me vomit. Like, that's disgusting. Oh my God.
Oh.
I'm going to start singing it. I've put the link to the song in the bio, the full song, guys. Listen to it.
I wonder who gets like royalties from it.
I don't know, because even the person who uploaded it onto YouTube, I'm like, they're like, oh, the song's finally been released in full. I'm like, but why do you have it?
Is there a music video?
No, it's just the same cover art that's on the CD.
Fair enough.
Which is also iconic. Oh my God, I'm also Hunter. I like to think that somewhere at a dinner party, someone's like, remember Ruth, my older sister? Oh my God. I wish I had a song that, if I had a song that good, we would be sitting.
We wouldn't be on this podcast, yeah.
We'd be on tour. Oh my God.
I just see the relationship between Jan and Michael. I'm trying to think about where exactly
you've seen that dynamic.
No, oh God, no. Triggering. No, but more where they are at in their relationship.
Okay, so Michael's been like begging for Jan. They're finally together, but she's lost her job and she's suing the company. So she starts a failing candle business. That's
Serenity by Jan.
She's trying to get other people to invest. And Michael asked Andy and Jim, which is always super awkward when you're at someone's house and they've like proposition you like that. Yeah. I mean, it's never happened that it's something you actually want to buy into. It's always a pyramid scheme. And he's like, when he said it's £10,000 to get buy in, I was like, what? £10,000 worth of candles? Like, what?
You are never shifting that product. That's how pyramid schemes get you.
Yeah. And then
I'd say as if we don't know.
Yeah. Andy immediately is like, I'm in. That was also a part that made me howl because I was just like, of course
Classic
you
Andy.
are.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Yeah. I'm in.
Say no more. Have you got the stock? I've got my car.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Sorry, we're flip-flopping so much, but also just the subtlety of this show, or this particular episode as well. Let's not turn it into an oven. No, like in the like here's an example.
Okay.
When Jim and Pam arrive and Pam hands over the wine and Jan's like, oh, this will make a lovely wine for cooking. Just things like that, like the barbs that they throw
Queen
out.
Of shade. Johnny's hilarious. And actually, but sorry, I'm going too far now. I was going to talk about when the food came out and Pam made me laugh.
When moments before a plate of food is put in front of her, Michael whispers, I can't be sure, but I think Jan's trying to poison me.
And it's believable.
It's so believable. And then your response to eating potentially poisoned food, Michael, is to wash it in wine. No.
Still laughing about the stuff deep. Oh my God.
And then, then it's just before dinner. That's when Dwight and his babysitter arrive.
And to anyone who hasn't seen it, Dwight is a grown man. His babysitter is years older than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a cover because obviously, Dwight just wants to be there to get under Angela's skin.
Yeah.
And they're still sleeping together, right? They never really stop sleeping together, did they?
Well, they did for a while.
Yeah, but maybe a while being like a few months, but they were still really like, even throughout the whole Andy thing.
Yeah,
they were still together.
Yeah, Angela acts like a pious woman, but let me tell you, she does what she likes.
Is not.
Yeah. She does what she wants.
And how's no one's batting an eyelid at all the beat euphemisms? She said,
I forgot about that.
I do not want to put one of your beats in my mouth, whatever she says. We know she wasn't talking about beetroot.
Oh my God.
Let's just say that.
I'm no prude, but I don't want to.
You can keep that to yourself, Angela.
Yeah. The fact that they brought their own dinner making me oh my God.
Again, that's so Dwight. He's one of a kind.
One of a kind. These people have no boundaries, basically. Like none.
No. Would you want to work with any of them? No.
I mean, it seems like a job you can't get fired from and you don't have to do any work. So maybe.
There's a lot of hijinks that go on in that office.
Seems like you have to do nothing and you just get paid to just be ridiculous. I do that for free.
Yeah, on second thoughts.
But obviously, when I was younger and I watched that, he used to give me like, there was one point I think it was like, why am I watching this? Because it's like, I have a job I hate. And then I'm coming home to watch people who have a job I'd hate. And I was like,
and they hate their job.
But now I'm like,
well, not all the time.
I would do that job.
Do you know what? Yeah, now I'm like, I can have a quiet life. I don't need to.
I already have one. I
don't
could
have
work
ambition.
in a weird office. Yeah, that's the real thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a mover or a shaker.
I think we spoke about this last week, did we? I can't remember. I'm not a go-getter anymore, or not in the way that I thought I would be.
Not in the working world, no.
God, I'm not a go-getter in any way.
You are, just in your own way. In your own special way.
You're going to get something. I don't know what. And I don't know why. But I know that you're going to get that something, sweetie. Thanks, I guess.
I have to say it, and I hope I don't sound ridiculous, but of all the phrases that have been ruined by white people, "you go girl" has got to be the number one. That is the worst one. "You go girl" is so why are you saying that? Have you ever had someone say to you, "you go girl," and it's made you feel like you need to go and get it?
Yeah, I'm like, go where?
Yeah, like, should I leave? You go girl. Oh, shut up. Sorry guys, I am in a fever.
A fever dream. That is
like a lucid fever dream.
Also, like, hey. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's the worst.
Sorry.
That would be the worst when, oh my God. Okay, so it's like, if you're at work, it's classic office moment, and like they come out and they're like, "Hey everyone," and then they see you, like the black person, they're like, "Oh, hey girl." You want to rip your ears off.
Why am I girl? Why is everybody else guys, but I'm girl?
And if you're going to do it, do you have to be so embarrassing? Oh my God, I kid you not. There was this girl, I've told you.
Snap with the snap of the head.
Maybe a finger. Hey girl. live action The Office. The last like office job I had where it was like that. This girl shouts across the room, I'm the only black person. She's like, all the guys I date are black. Black men love me. Imagine an office full of people. And I was just like, everyone turns to look at you like, I'm like,
I can't comment. I don't know.
Black men love it. Then she got out a picture on her phone.
I'll tell you. Like, I'll tell you what, I don't know.
No, she got out a picture of her and a black man that she had dated before on her phone to show me how. And I was just like, she wasn't, I would say she was, I think, a year older than me. It was just, we were the youngest in the office. It was just like, why is this happening? I don't know how to react. Oh my God. Wow. Where were the cameras that day? Let's write another season. Let me tell you.
I wonder if they will do a remake of The Office. Surely at some point. There'll be,
There's loads of like workplace. What are they called? Documentaries.
Mockumentaries.
Yeah.
What the hell did you...
Docu-comedy.
That works.
Everybody knows that phrase, right? Yeah. Oh my God, not listeners, if you haven't, because if you're in the UK, you probably haven't watched it unless you streamed it illegally. I told Natalie that Abbott Elementary, which is also a mockumentary, I think it is.
I don't know. I haven't seen any clips. I
seen
just
it.
Love Quinta. The creator.
That's where you backed. No, I'm joking. No,
yeah. She used to be a BuzzFeeder. Used to be in the Ladylike crew.
Okay, that's where those skits are from. I know her from Twitter, and I've seen a podcast episode with her on.
Also, she's in Black Lady Sketch Show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another thing we have to do on this podcast. Have you seen, I'm sorry guys, I know we're just jumping all over the place, but we love a good comedy sketch. Have you seen I've only seen it on YouTube, I haven't watched the episode, it's like the new season, they're already on season 3, which is weird.
Oh, don't think so if it's new.
Okay, then I'll send it to you. It's just like, so the like Hoteptress. She's like, oh, I'll just send it to you. I'm not going to embarrass myself and start trying to describe this sketch. Obviously,
that's a good show, though, guys.
Yeah, Black Lady Courtroom was. It's like that when more like women come in the room, you're like, just us. It never happens. Oh my God! And then somebody walks in and says, "Black men love me." Okay, no shade, but I'm not blaming the men, but imagine if you had someone who you'd dated, even if it was like one date, saying, biracial Indian women like me. What are you done?
Hold up, excuse me? Or is what you mean you love biracial, like Indian women? I think that's what it is.
Specifically. No, but the thing is, I know for a fact there's somebody out there saying things like that. There's men who are like, oh, she's so exotic. I hate them. I've never been with a black girl before. I told you the last time a guy said that to me during lockdown. I don't know if I told that story on this podcast. I was so scared. We were having a perfectly nice time. It was lockdown, so we couldn't have like a real day. And I was just wanting to get out of the house. So we're just like driving around or wherever. He's bought me a little drink. I'm drinking alcohol. We're having he turns to me and he's like, I've never been with a black woman. No, he didn't say black woman. He said black girl before. I'm sorry. We're in the like countryside. I was like, can you take me home, please? I was so scared.
Keep your eyes on the road as well. fucking look at me to say that.
I've never found it quite so menacing. I was genuinely scared. And he'd been telling me about his like life story and stuff. Really interesting life story.
So out of nowhere.
I've
never been with a black girl.
And I can't remember, but he was... I can't remember his ethnicity. I'm sorry.
I think you need to apologize for it.
No, I think I do remember, but then I'm not 100% sure. But it's like, he's never going to hear it, even if it's wrong.
Yeah.
But let's just say he wasn't white.
You misraped me. Okay.
No, it's because he was a mix of, he was definitely half Chinese. His dad was from Hong Kong. And I think his mother was from, I want to say Yemen, but I could be wrong. It was definitely a country around there in the Middle East.
Okay.
Jordan? Oh my God, this is why I didn't want to say, because see now, look how I sound. I sound crazy.
And it wouldn't matter. No one can confirm. Yeah. No one's like,
kept it to herself.
She got that wrong. Fact check over here.
Oh my God. But still cringe. But still, I just felt like he had a really like interesting story and stuff. He'd really opened up to me. So when he said that, I was like, oh, not you being a psychopath.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm really sorry. No, he was so apologetic to the point where at the end I believed he was sorry, but it's still, I was like, please.
You've said it now, it's out that, yeah,
I just want to go and forget this. There was a time I wouldn't have had a stronger reaction, but lockdown, I'm like, no. I think
a lot's happened, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been in the house for too long. I'm not used to people. I'm been having literal flashbacks. When I was in the kitchen, I was having flashbacks of all sorts of things that have happened to me. And now I'm like alone in a car with this guy who's clearly telling me he's going to kill me in his own fun way. Oh, God.
Okay. We do have to bring it back to The Office because I just want to say that what I feel that dinner party was missing was Kelly Kapoor and Ryan.
That would have been the one. Oh my God. That would have been the one.
Petition to redo the dinner party, but with them as guests.
But didn't, am I making this up? Is his name Daryl? Daryl.
Yeah,
the guy that I always say that if he was, I'm not joking, if he was a real person, not a fictional character, I would marry them. Where
are the Daryls?
I know, they don't exist. But didn't he date Kelly?
Yeah.
Now, I want to see them on dinner date. We need to do an episode from that time. I thought in the end, weren't they kind of cute?
Who? Kelly and Daryl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And then, oh no, because I was going to say, no, because then Daryl gets with the actual cool human being who works in his replacement, right? The warehouse manager. Yeah. When he moves into his office job. And then Kelly dates the really the hot guy from...
Hey.
Was he the one? Was he in Heroes?
Don't remember.
We've spoken about him on the podcast before.
Oh my God, she dated him. He was in The Office.
No, it was in like the final episode, I think. And then because she's like comes to the wedding, she's dating him, he's a doctor, and then Ryan comes.
Oh my God, yes.
And she just runs off with him.
we all have a Ryan, and maybe rebuke
fucking hell. Yeah.
God.
Lord give us the strength to stay away from the Ryans.
Ryans never have anything good for you.
No.
But yeah. Oh my God, what else happens? Okay, the thing that I used to find the funniest was when Michael announced that he'd finally got a plasma TV and it was the size of a computer monitor.
Like a postage stamp.
when Jan finally loses her temper and throws the Dundee at the TV.
Cold. I have to say, what fucking good aim. There's no way I would have hit the TV screen. It's tiny. You've got to give her kudos for that.
Know. She looks like she did athletics. Like, she definitely has the build of someone who did, like, a long-distance track run. Yeah, high jump. And definitely did a throwing sport as well.
Yeah.
I can see it. She looks like she could
like
do a triathlon,
like a javelin.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Javelin, the throwing discipline that everybody wanted to do because it was like cool one.
How was it?
Well, no one wanted to do shot put.
I didn't mind shot. I just wasn't.
Discus was there was way too much. There was too much skill involved in discus. I felt javelin,
like,
you could just.
Discus was the easier one, and javelin was hard because if you got javelin wrong, like if you fucked up your discus throw, it wasn't as embarrassing as like the javelin going like straight into the ground, like so close that, like it's just there.
Come on, the discus could be so embarrassing.
Is way easier.
Especially if you like gone to the trouble of doing like not just the junior, the baby throw. You do the full spin, and then it goes to the back of the net. Now that's fucking embarrassing.
No, discus wasn't as bad as javelin for us. Was you do the javelin on the grass, and it would just like stick in, spike down. Embarrassing, man.
It's supposed to. No,
as in like if you throw a javelin well, it goes far away from you. But if you have a bad javelin throw, it's literally in front of you. And because it's so big, it's not like
at you.
Yeah, it's like it's so obvious. It's like if you fuck up in the hurdles, it's not like I'm sure I told you this. Oh my God. There was this guy at school who, to be fair, I never fancied, but everyone else fancied, which kind of made me feel like I had to impress him too, because you know how it is. Mob rules. Yeah. And I thought he was a decent person. To this day, he's all right. He is a bit of a, what do you call those people who are fair weather friend, if that makes sense?
Yes, absolutely.
But he's never been a friend of mine, so it doesn't really matter. But like, obviously,
fair weather or no.
Yeah. And he had a really, really cool sister, which is way more important at that age because you want to impress her. So he comes over to me at the beginning of the race and he's like, because he sees I'm like decent athletics, and he was like, okay, like, do you know what I mean? We could bond over this. And he's been really nice to me. And then I started the hurdles. I fell over the first hurdle so badly. I've never fallen in the hurdles before either, by the way. I fell so badly. This isn't like school, by the way. This is like an area.
A proper meet, like a tournament.
Yes.
Regional.
Absolutely.
Nationals.
Not nationals, well, relax.
Yeah.
I fell into the hurdles. No, it wasn't that. I went over the first hurdle. I fell over the first hurdle so badly that I went into the second hurdle.
That's awful, because at the point at which you fall over one, those hurdles are so close together that they're not, but they are if you fall. It's hard to recover.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. And I was like, why today? And I know it's because he was there, because I've never fallen over a hurdle. I might not be the best hurdler, but I wouldn't fall over them. I was so embarrassed. And then he was just basically looked to me as if to say, honey, we are never going to be friends. Sorry, back to the office.
Yeah.
Back to the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jan looks like she could run the hurdles well. I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm now going to Google what sport she played at school. I'm so sorry about this episode to the Office fans. I know you take this very seriously.
I feel like she could be a good netballer.
Absolutely.
And I know they don't play netball in the States, but whatever.
They
might do.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess it's a basketball nation. Why would they bother?
What, you can't move with the ball?
I'm not playing. But when there's like money to be made, I know women's sports does not get anywhere near as much funding, or even the adequate funding that the women need to train. But like when there's money to be made, that sport becomes a sport. Actually, that's not true, because if that was true, most schools in England would play football instead of rugby. And they don't. They're like, sweetie.
Oh, yeah, true. We're a nation of ruggers.
We play rugby here, do we? I feel like we don't.
Yeah.
Feels a bit elitist, but sure. Nobody plays this game.
Oh, God. What do you think about that beer sign? Would you have let Michael have the beer sign?
Do you know what? For me, the beer sign it wasn't the sign, it was the noise.
It's the light. Oh, yeah.
I hate that noise. We are so lucky now.
Aggressive.
No, but when he came in and took the painting down, as he did that, I was like, okay, now you're starting a fight. I get that it's funny for us, but who would want that sign there? And you kind of, I can't believe, what a weird couple.
At that point, Jan did the sensible, the mature thing to ask that maybe he take it down or turn it off at least, and then let's talk about it when everybody's gone.
No, she shouldn't have said that. Really, she should have just been like, can we just switch it off while the guests are here? It's quite bright. Instead of being like, and then we'll discuss it, as if to say, you have no say in this.
True, but she could have thrown a Dundee at it. So, you know.
Oh my God, that sign was so obnoxious. Our LEDs are way better now. We should all be grateful for that. Then again, those signs are still hated it. Where did he get that sign? Like a pub auction.
Who knows? No, he would have got it from like eBay or something. He would have sorted it out.
He would.
He's the kind of person. He wouldn't just have happened upon that.
Yeah. Have you ever had somebody like that in your life who like has something in the house or something that is just annoying that you hate?
Yeah.
Can you say what it was without starting a fight?
Okay, I can't think of things like.
Obviously not as bad as that sign.
Not as bad as that sign, no. And maybe, I'm sure there are things that did really bother me, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. There were definitely like, was furniture that I was like, God, I wish we didn't have to have this. Then you're also like, but we're not going to go out and buy a sofa together. So it's kind of, you're like grateful that, well, you've got something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but
sure.
Yeah. How about you?
Not that I can think of, honestly. No, like I've lived in a house that's just like not a real place. So it's just like there was so much going on that it's like it's at a certain point you're just like, whatever's going on is going on.
Yeah, you can't change it. You can't make it better or worse. You just have to sit back and accept that this is how it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never really, I can't think of anything like that. Obviously, I'm like thinking about it, I've lost it. Even like, I'm not even going to get into it, but I've definitely lost it over like a noise. Maybe that's why I felt that like, if somebody had a noise like that, I can't. It's so annoying. Yeah, but no, I can't think of anything. I've definitely been known to like take the batteries out of clock and hide the clock because it's too loud.
Where's the clock?
I've done it just in living rooms.
Oh, okay, in common spaces.
Yeah. Because it's like, I feel like when we were little for years and years, we had this granddad clock. And I feel like if that didn't annoy me, any other clock that is louder than that is irrational.
But a grandfather clock is not it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like an organic sound.
Oh my God,
weird.
It was not a grandfather clock.
What's a granddad clock?
A granddad clock is when it's like literally a clock that's built into like, it's a piece of furniture that's like a tower, a wooden tower with a clock in it. It was not one of those. I've just realised what I'm describing.
Okay, right. Yeah.
It was not that. It was just a really old clock that would sit on this like, my mum had this like, she doesn't have them anymore, like this, almost like a antique cabinet thing that's full of little trinkety things.
Like curios, like, yeah.
Why do we have this? But also, whatever, happy for you, cute. But it was just the oldest clock ever. And it was a nice clock, but it was quite a strong clock, if that makes sense. So I feel like, and that didn't bother me. Any clock, like there was this little clock at the size of my hand that was so loud, and I kept taking the batteries out, and I'd come back and it had new batteries in. So in the end, I had to hide the clock because I was just like, it's so loud. Sorry, guys, this is so boring for you. I'm just like,
my grandfather used to have. He had a lot of clocks, in the place that they lived in Blackwall. Come to think of it, but I feel like it was all the classic clocks that like every grandparent had. Maybe not all at once, but like there's the one that's it's like this big, and it's kind of gold, and it's inside like a glass bell thing, and then it's got the moving gold balls at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh my God, we had that clock. Yeah. I forgot we had that clock. Yeah. I like that clock. I can't lie. I like that clock. A classic clock.
A classic. Like the kind of things that you would just see in the back of like a Reader's Digest or something, or that you would get as a free gift for signing up to some kind of insurance or some bullshit. And then he also had a wooden cuckoo clock.
You actually had one? Did the bird come out?
Yeah.
Oh my God, cuckoo.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Pinocchio.
There was one that but thank God, I can't remember what this piece of music is called, but it goes like on the hour every hour.
Why does this ring a bell? We didn't have one, but I've definitely come across that clock.
But you know exactly the one that I mean. Yeah.
Why did people have things like that? I feel like when we were young, when we like especially the beginning of the 90s was like the death of the psycho clock age. A lot of those clocks were like designed to make you slowly lose your grip of reality.
Right. Yeah.
Even for me, like being around lots of clocks that make a sound when on the hour, and it's like more than one sound, is so jarring.
The clocks that have like the ticks as well.
Oh my God, so many of those. That sound now I can't stand, but yeah, we had oh my God, every house had a clock.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have a clock in my house anywhere.
I now hate clocks.
I might hate clocks, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to all the silent clocks doing the Lord's work. Watch us say all
the
this.
Digital clocks.
You'll come to like my house one day when I'm older, and it'll just be like full of crazy clocks. That's when you know I've really lost my marbles, by the way.
When we just start gathering clocks.
Oh my God, that's now
I feel like I'm gonna have nightmares about clocks now.
Same.
It's just something a bit menacing about it as well.
That song is it's a horror.
And now I really am gonna have nightmares.
It is a horror.
Yeah.
It's very much like Trapped in a Doll's House song. Like
oh God,
which is a real fear of mine. Yeah. It's touched upon in a lot of shows and a lot of books.
So many shows. It was a real trope, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A good fucking reason. It was very scary. Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Forever.
And every time you look at your doll's house, you're like, God damn it, I don't want to live in there.
Oh, luckily, well, I never had one.
I find that hard
I wish
to
I
believe.
did, but then I don't. Yeah, never. I didn't have a lot of like those traditionally kind of.
Okay, let me describe my doll's houses to you, because maybe I'm making them sound like I had a real like old doll's house. I did not. Okay. My first attempt at a doll's house was, I'm not joking, it was made of like a card. This is going to sound insane.
Cute.
It's like you get things. I don't know if it came in books or a magazine. You know, there's some weekly magazines that you never keep up, but you're into for a while. And then you cut them out and you have to build the things and put them in. But that house, like, I know it wasn't a real, but it was, I know it sounds silly, but like I can like, when I think about it, I'm so happy. It was perfect. I know I sound insane because it was made of card.
And when I think about it, that was
the happiest time of my life.
When I was really happy.
Honestly, that was probably the happiest I've ever been, because it was something that was just for me, because obviously no one else would want to play with that. And then we had what was an appropriate doll's house for me and my brother, because we were very tactile children, as you can imagine, very heavy-handed.
Rough and tumble.
Yeah. We had it wasn't like a delicate doll's house. It was like made of thick
play.
Almost like thick wood. And like all the furniture and the bits you'd get were like solid, like I can't describe
I know
it.
what you mean.
Yeah, it was like a very blocky. And that's where Barbie and Action Man would live, obviously, because they're a couple.
Yeah. Never questioned it.
Never had a Ken doll. I was like, who's Ken? Sorry, guys. Sorry to get into my childhood.
Sylvanian families was the closest that I had to.
I knew you'd have some shit like that. That definitely counts. Oh my God. I never really got into that. But those adverts, I used to wish I had that. Oh my God. So cute. The little dresses.
And the little babies.
Yes.
It's like really honestly, so cute. Yeah.
What did you always get, like different families, or did you have one like family of animals in particular that got way out of hand? I was like, why are there so many members?
No, we had different families.
That's so sweet.
I think we had like a rabbit family. And
oh my God, the best one.
A raccoon family.
So random. Why? Imagine if you saw like a raccoon family and a rabbit family living in harmony in aprons. You'd be like, what is this?
I think bears probably. I think we also had like random ones.
Yeah.
I definitely would have had a beaver, I think. And like random babies that didn't
match any
family. Yeah, so they were obviously, adopted into one of the families.
In a way that made sense to no one else but you. You're like, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously the squirrel into the rabbit.
One of the best things that we ever had, and this is so dumb, but I feel like you'll appreciate it, was a miniature toilet.
That's the kind of detail I love.
Thank you.
Oh my God, love that.
Yeah.
We definitely had a TV, a wooden block TV. Like we couldn't even live in Playland without a television.
What should we do now? Let's sit and watch TV.
Oh my God. Actually, when you think about it, being a kid is actually amazing. All you need is the toys and your imagination and free time and parents that'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
luckily I had
I'm not talking you up to a neglect level, guys.
No.
I just mean, not all in your grill.
Speaking of kids, we couldn't talk about this episode without briefly touching upon.
Do you know the physical toll? Oh my God. Can you actually get 3 vasectomies like back to back? I feel like they'd say no.
I don't, I mean, I guess it's physically possible.
If I had to guess,
alive.
I would say that was the hardest scene to shoot because I would have been howling.
Yeah. They would have had to just shoot it. Everybody just needs to hold it together for 2 seconds and then that's it. That's the cut you're getting because we can't keep reshooting this.
Do you know the physical? When the police come up and Dwight's like, I'll handle this. And they're like, not now, Dwight.
No, don't they say Dwight or do they say son? Or yeah. Not now, son.
Even Dwight's name is just like, I'm like, is that his name? But it is, isn't it?
Dwight Schrute. Yeah. Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, fair enough.
When he's driving Michael home and his babysitter's just on the side waiting for the bus in this dodgy neighborhood and he just doesn't give a fucking heck.
Why is Michael leaning his entire body out the car like a dog? Like, I don't get it till this day. The one night. Oh, that song is so good.
Everything all right. Oh,
And I love
Jan.
that she like dances to it. Like her heyday
that
memories are
dancing.
like a glass of wine to sway. Let me tell you guys, if you dance like that while you're drinking, you are going through it, whether you know it or not.
Yeah. Chances are you don't know it yet. But
shit's about to hit the fan.
Objectively, you are going through it.
I would love that CD. Like, they should sell that CD. I would buy that CD. You know, the CD, the gym style.
Yeah.
Amazing.
If you were in a situation like that, like with Jim and Pam, and your other half, your Jim, faked an emergency to get out
and left me,
well, would you have done a Pam and been like, oh no, I think that you can stay? Or would you have let him go? Would you have been merciful?
No mercy.
I knew the answer to that.
You know me. Honey, if I'm sitting through this, it's the fact that when oh my God, I've forgotten all their names. What is her name? We've just been talking about for ages. Jan,
yeah.
Jan is like to Pam. God, those names are too Jan, Pam. When she's talking about how I know you used to date him or whatever, and she's saying the way you look at him, and I'm just like, you do look at him.
I've seen it in the office.
And that does happen at work. Somebody who reports you and they're like, yeah, you do. You do look
at
I
him. Hate that. Yeah.
You're like, why me?
You're such a flirt.
It's like,
there's nothing else to do here.
Also, we had a conversation that involved 3 other people about something that we all like that's very generic. Like, we're not having like a deep moment. Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Oh God, if only
but
there
when
were people to flirt with.
I'm not gonna lie, I do love a good sleeping together scandal. I love it. Not when I was younger. I was just like, oh my God, this is so much drama. I'm conflicted. But as you get older, there is like, again, last office, I genuinely think I have no proof whatsoever, which makes me believe it even more.
The way that they covered up their track, it could only
by
mean
barely speaking
one thing.
Did I ever see them alone together? No. There were 2 people. One of them was married. I swear they were having I don't think they were having an affair. I think that's a bit much, but something happened. I'm making it up, and I've never let it go.
Yeah, I mean, not to the point where I feel like I've spread rumors, but I've definitely
that means you have.
No way.
It's not like the time I sent out a block email.
It's not like that time when I had the anonymous office gossip Slack channel. It's not like the time when I had a pamphlet that I sent out to society to ruin people.
Oh my God, which just goes to show that woman is unhinged. God. Who does that?
And yet we are the people that feed off it. I do love a good sleeping together scandal.
I know who reads it, me, but who does that?
Yeah, is it me, the reader's fault, or is it you, the author's fault?
Oh, there's no such thing as supply and demand. If you dangle something in my face long enough, I'm going to take
it. Yeah. And you shouldn't hold me to account for that, okay?
Good, effective advertising. I will not be blamed. Oh my God.
I think that we should wrap it up. I just want to let you guys know, as I'm sure you've all been dying to hear, I did in fact finish the 2nd installment of the Dark Academia books, Brutal Boys Cry Blood.
Oh my God. I hate that name, by the way.
It's awful. This book is awful. So bad. What a fall from grace. Did I read it super quickly again?
What?
Obviously, it's absolute mentalness. There's even more sex. You've got threesomes with like the rich aristocratic boy that she calls her broken prince and her sexy priest. Yeah, they're all having sex together. They're all in a polyamorous relationship.
Okay, that's modern.
There's cults. There's cannibalism, ritual sacrifice.
Okay, that's where I draw the line. I'm not reading that.
You shouldn't. I didn't think it was going to go like this.
I only take ritual sacrifices from Nollywood. Anybody else can keep it.
You can shove it. Can I also say that it's so sloppy? She even, like, the name of a character changes. That's so bad. Who edited this?
I bet she gets picked to write the Game of Thrones new Targaryen show. It sounds like the level of writing they look for.
And then she also references herself in the book.
Oh, bore off. Oh my God.
It's a bit silly. And if I have never in all of my days heard jerking somebody off to be called like fisting his cock.
Oh, okay.
Fisting a cock.
I mean, it's very descriptive. I know exactly what you mean. When I hear fisting, I usually think it's going up.
Yeah, but I obviously we get what I mean, but I just think if I never hear that phrase again.
If you don't think I'm going to start saying that.
I can find a paragraph for you.
I'm going to fist your cock.
He was fisting your cock.
It doesn't sound
like the beginning, the first maybe like the first 2/3 actually, it's just a complete fuckfest. More so than the first book. They're just like every chapter they're falling into bed somewhere.
Gotta give the people what they want.
It's not, I don't know if this is what the people wanted.
Are you kidding me? Threesomes is what everybody wants in these kind of books. Wow. Everyone but you're like, this is the worst book I've ever read. The fact that you're describing it as a fall from grace is hilarious, because it's not like you said the other book was so good.
So true. No, but true. The other book was not great, but it was. I will say this though, it was still entertaining in the sense that I read it and was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. But she took it too far.
Yeah.
And to get a character's name, to just change a character's name. 1 minute he's called Father Patrick Duncan, and then like 100 pages later, now he's called Julian Duncan. No,
but are you sure? How did you do that?
Yes, because I went back to check.
Oh my God. I don't understand. Did the editor just... Is she the editor?
Was she self-published?
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I need to check that, because I feel like these books maybe didn't come out in a hardback edition first, which makes me think that it's self-published. Although actually she's written so many books.
But you can be self-published and still like read it before you... I mean, I wouldn't personally. I would just be like, get what you get. I've spent years
I'm
on
sure
this.
I wrote it right.
Julian,
makes sense. I can't be bothered. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, now that's out of my system. I can just go back to reading, proper books. Sorry, I said it.
There's no such thing, huh? I broke my phone, didn't I? So I'm using a backup phone that hasn't got all the apps set up, and my passwords are quite complicated. And then my laptop charger was left in another city. So I had no phone and no laptop. When I tell you, I am almost finished reading my book just from the one day. So it turns out I'm not a slow reader. I just watch. Yeah, I'll just watch TikTok. Like when you can't go on TikTok and like watch TV in bed, it turns out you read a lot. It doesn't take long to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. That book is mental though. I need you to read it. Can I be honest? And
yeah.
I don't mean to sound like a simp, but there's a tiny little bit of the book that it made me cry a little bit. And I don't mean like cry like blubber, like shed a tear. It was like...
Why is that being a simp? I cry at the drop of a hat.
Because it's like, it was like a love section, a love portion, shall we say. And it's just like the description moved me to tears. I was like,
they
wow.
always make me cry.
It was beautiful.
Oh.
Quickly ruined by something else that happened later in the plot development. That one
Gives
night.
with one hand, takes with the other.
You'll make everything
all right.
Guys, we haven't sung through an episode in a while, so you were due.
Haven't we?
That does sound like a song like it really would be on a Darius album.
That is a Darius album.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Absolutely.
Also, I don't know, and I think that this is maybe indicative of like the people that I follow and the algorithm, the things that the algorithm wants to force down my throat. But I just feel that As It Was by Harry Styles is the most used song on people's posts, on people's audios at the moment.
I've never heard it on TikTok, but I have heard it in real life. And I must say, I really like that song. Lovely.
Same. I don't blame people using it.
I haven't heard it once, though. On TikTok or anything.
We'll see that. Yeah.
I also like haven't used technology. I don't know what year it is.
One day, I don't know.
That's what
read now.
Oh my God, I don't know if I've told you I'm like this. Okay, so there was a time where I hadn't had a drink. I'm sure we've talked about this in real life, not on the podcast. I hadn't had a drink in maybe 2 weeks, maybe 10 days. And someone said to me, do you want a drink? And I said, without thinking, I said, oh no, I don't drink. Like, that's how my brain works. Like, it wouldn't even occur to me to say I'm not drinking them. I'm just like, oh no, I don't drink. And the person who's next to me who knew I was like, it just started laughing. And that's when I realized what I said. And I was like, Jesus, I'm so extreme.
Oh God, yeah. A week later, that person sees you with a drink and they're like, did you fall off the wagon? Shit, is Ruth okay? Like, no, but that's not what.
I also like, because I feel like, I don't know, habits are formed quickly, which is also not true, apparently.
Oh, well, bad habits are formed quickly and he's hard to break. Why is it easy to break a good habit?
Is it? Okay. Yeah, that's why you have to track your behavior over a longer time, because I feel like you do more good things than you realize. It's like when I feel like there's things I think I do all the time that are good, and I look and I think I start writing it down. I'm like, oh, I never do that. And there's things I do that are good that I think I hardly ever do. I should do that more, and it turns out I do it almost every day. So I feel like we just have it's hard to really perceive daily habits sometimes. Made me a man. That was nice.
All right. Please don't sue us. Made
sue the guy who posted it on YouTube. Don't sue him. Just get him to take it down. The lawsuit seems a bit extreme.
A little bit, yeah.
Because YouTube only pay 0.003 pence per stream, which I think is outrageous considering YouTube is now the biggest, has been for a long time actually, the biggest way people consume music. It's like, I get that you're like, oh no, this is a video app, and it's like,
it's not.
You're not
music.
YouTube. You're Google, and you can afford it. We're YouTube. We don't have much. This is Google. Stop it. Stop hiding. Oh no, we're Meta now.
We're a cute little silicon startup.
Yahoo. Why did I do that? I don't know. It's all the same company. Stop confusing me.
It's a monopoly.
Oh my God, yes. if they really want to improve competition laws, you should not be allowed to say, if you're a giant corporation, you shouldn't be allowed to say trading as. You should have to call every single app and every single thing the same. It should be called Google streaming. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then people
Google
be
Tube. Yeah, wait.
What a terrible name. Then again, YouTube.
It's very weird that YouTube is fighting Google. These are now words that are in the dictionary, but at one point they were just random words.
That sounds silly.
And somebody came up with it.
I would have never thought about Google.
But now you can't divorce it from to Google something. That's what it means. Yeah.
Ask Jeeves was a bit complicated, wasn't it?
No, I think the algorithm was just shit. Like Ask Jeeves in a sense is like makes more sense to.
No, it's sorry. I had a text message come through, like iMessage is still connected on the laptop. It comes through so loud and it just takes all my attention because it's like, bing! And then the message is there and I feel like compelled to read it. Like, this is why it's always on Do Not Disturb. I put it back on. That one night.
On that note.
And then Jan has a child. Had insult to injury. But you can change your mind, and they were right. The fact that Michael would want to bring a child into birth, good God. Oh my God, is that what I
condo and
like?
I just wanted to fill it with children.
One child. Oh God. Okay.
God bless Michael. God bless all of them, everyone.
Oh God, not Angela. Anyway.
She gives us light relief.
Would you sleep with Jim? And that wasn't a little bit of snot. That was all the snot in my body. That was all the mucus in my body.
Wow, guys. Yeah, that question really induced a physical response in you to expel.
Snot was like, it's like someone else lives inside me who thought that was like spitting out their drink, like what?
So I'm gonna say that was a hard pass for you. It felt like
it made me laugh.
Would I sleep with Jim? I feel like there's slim pickings in Scranton.
No, like you meet, because imagine Jim was a real person and you meet him at work and he is American. I'm sorry.
I don't know what all of these, they feel loaded, but I don't know in which way.
Because there's certain parts of America where I'm just like, and then everyone else I'm just like,
how about
same with England,
Pennsylvania? If I was also a woman from Scranton, sorry, you can't say it. You can't say Scranton like we would. It has to be Scranton.
No,
even though it is Scranton.
I definitely get with that. If I met Daryl in real life, like if I was like walking to the post office, because that's the only time I go out.
What are you posting?
Things for other people. I was today and the card system is down. I had to go get cash out. That's the most exciting thing that happened to me today. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'd definitely give him my number and go out with him. Me, you,
a fun time
on a double date. That sounds horrible. Sounds like my worst.
Sorry. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. But we know that they're good friends, so
that would be even worse. They would hate us.
Yeah.
They would hate us. Wow.
No, we're obviously, sadly, probably going to be more the kind of people that would be out, not on a date, like in a club, in a pub with fucking Ryan.
Oh no.
Not anymore. Once upon a time, that would probably have been more.
Yeah, when you think about how many Ryans you've known in your life,
Too
just
many.
There's so many of them. And they're all starting a business and they're all on coke.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them.
And the only reason you're with them is because they're on coke. Sorry.
No, you can keep all of that.
Look, I had a colourful life in my 20s.
I'm sorry, I've just been really judgmental and I'm thinking about the things I've done. I'm like, okay, maybe I should shut the hell up. I'm like riding around. Never. Let's move on. Oh, God. Mm-mm. Did I tell you I finished Laura? Yes, I did, like 9 times.
You did, yeah.
On every episode since. Guys, I can't insist enough. That one night. Okay, we have to go. I'm just going to keep doing that.
Yeah. Da-da.
What song is that?
No. The theme tune. Sorry, poorly executed.
No,
cut that, please.
The theme tune is.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the beginning bit.
I did that so wrong.
Yeah.
When it was such confidence. I was like, what song is this? Even in my head, I'm still doing it. I was like,
the theme tune is da 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 da.
Oh, that song. Scary.
Yeah, in everybody's head now. Sleep well, guys.
Menacing.
Yeah.
Good night. I mean, bye.
Bye. Oh, wait, rewind the tape.